Okay, I think this thing is on. I think we're streaming. Hey yo, everybody. I'm Braxton Wise. This is the Coffee Studio. And I didn't even have my project ready. Anyway, it's fine. I will find it. We're rarely inundated with viewers. There we go. At least we have that open. I often forget to open that. I think this is the right file. Let's hope so. Who knows what it could be? Okay, I think we're ready. At least I'm ready. So I need to make some decisions today. And the first thing I need to do is make some corrections that I saw before I end up forgetting about the corrections and then moving on with it. Where's my there, grab a reference. We'll have both of them open. That'll be fine there, and this will be fine here. Just rearranging them on the other monitor. Okay. The face here is wrong. I've been making this all part of the, I don't know, the arms, the mouth is really needs to be on its own thing here. So let's grab some of this and give it like a little bit of a lip roll. Okay, those are just the things for the water. I may tone down the splashes, or I may make the splashes larger. I might make the water drops larger so they read better. Also, if this is going to be on a shirt or something, I want to get rid of the fuzzy bits of the water on top. Hey yo, woo woo. Welcome in. Okay, we'll just drop this down. And that's where I want to be. Well, do I want to? But yes, yes. Right. Okay. Oh, right. I had another thing, which is not in that folder. Crap. We have to drag that in. Another one is a WebP. This is another piece for a reference. It's been difficult. This one just does not. It's very hard for me to find references of the stuff that I want. So now I have to do this thing where I find all kinds of like miscellaneous references and try and build a painting out of it. An Uno reverse. An Uno reverse Jaws. What is that? Exactly. Let's see. A human coming up to eat the shark. Are we gonna do like multiple things? But look, especially if we're doing like POD designs, variants are great. If we're talking about like a single piece, like a fine art piece, variants are bad. Good thing I'm not a fine artist. I'm just a lowly commercial artist. So, variants are great. Today, what am I going to do is... do I want it this way or that way? I can always mess with it the other way. That's 19... that's a 1080, right? It's just scaled up. That's the same ratio though, isn't it? I think I figured that out to be the exact same, like 16:9. Okay. Let's see. I guess it's not good for sketching though. We'll have it sideways. So today, we're gonna do like a little concept here. What's up, Garrett? Welcome in. So it'd be like, I don't have the other reference. Here, let's grab a thing. I'm kind of all over the place today. I see your Daggerfall thing. I just wasn't able to respond. I was getting my stuff ready. Where's it at? Some random stuff and I pinned it. Yeah. So, like, I know this is a very simple little thing here. I do like a little box. It's always the exact wrong thing when I'm trying to sketch. Be like this. Damn it. There. We'll be at ground level with it though. Or eye level, I suppose. And we have a frog sitting on it. His face is pointing in the wrong direction. It's fine. It's gonna have like a top hat. Of course, somebody did this. We'll have to somehow make it different. He just looks like a dude now, but we'll make him like a frog thing. He is looking in the wrong direction, and that's bugging the crap out of me. Right, and it's like a kissing booth. Right, and this is a thing that, I'm going through all this just to set up why the variety is good. Like literally all of this is for that reason. Okay. Because when we're doing a commercial type art like print on demand, and this would be on a t-shirt or a hat or I don't know, whatever you might want, and bumper sticker, things like that. So this can be whatever I want it to be, as long as this is my original artwork, and people do this all the time with other people's work. So at least this will be mine. I might be the only human being who actually makes their own artwork now. It may all just be AI generated. So this can be blank. And this, so the most important part is this. All this stuff. That's the most important part. But then the next part would be leaving these areas blank, so that when I want, I can make it whatever I want. So that was smooching. That's a double O. Don't make fun of me. Smooching booth. I can't really do all that. It's like what? There. Smooching booth. We'll have like an extra thing that's tacked on. Smooching booth, and then the cost is 1 bug. Okay, and I think this is don't make fun. Do not make fun, woo woo. Okay. At least if you're gonna make fun, do it quietly. Don't be like out in the open about it. Okay. And then I can swap this out. And we could, have another layer of whatever it might be. I don't know what else it would be, but we can have some other thing. So we can have hugs. It could be like that. Exactly, like literally anything. Hugs. Free. Plus One bug vat. So it could be anything like that. VAT tax. So it could be cool stuff like that. So I want to make the base, and then we'll do stuff like that. This is where variety is good, and then we're gonna get into what you were talking about. Now we're going all the way full circle, and getting back to what you were asking about. I can do that because of the fact that I put that on a separate layer. There's a girl on this one layer. If I could just get everything off that layer. This should be in separate things. There's Parker. We had a water one too. That would all get organized. So we can have one with the shark. And we can have one, which we don't need to do that. That's an infringement thing. I would be on legal shaky ground by, I mean, I did make it, so it is a legit derivative work. So, you know, it wasn't traced or copied or anything off of anybody. But it's not monetizable. So I could do a lot of variants. It could be a human down here. That could be a frog up there. No, it wouldn't be a frog. But we can swap these out. I do want to do one with her and the frog. And then we do the one, and I don't remember who suggested it. It just has disappeared into the suggestion pool. Credit is given in the moment, and then we forget about you, and it's like it never happened. That's how credit works here. Let's turn Parker back on and turn off the swimmer. We work on a dibs. I like that. That could be the new currency. You know, we're gonna need one. Dibs. Okay, so I guess we're fine with that. Now here's what I want to do next. I'm going to try to make a couple of adjustments here and there to remind myself of what I want to do. Sort of like notes on the page. There, this is already where I want it. So, what am I? There. Get my stuff set up. Airbrush. Okay. And this is all on one layer, which I need to... What a freaking mess this thing is. I had to have this down on the other level though. There. Oh yeah, and the freaking reason I was trying to do this in the first place is I know, I'm sorry. I'm taking a long time. This is why we're losing subs. Because I fumble about. Probably not. Okay, we have these hands, which are going to be frog hands later. I just need something to help instruct me as to the surfaces of the palm. I still think this is anterior. Anterior, I don't know. Palm faces. And So I've got some other frogs here, other frog pieces. There. And here's a part that's wrong. Is I was making all this one part because I wasn't really focusing down here yet. We need to hinge the jaw. So it's separate. And oh, that'd be a good one. Hey, what's up, Servo? Goldblum fly, it looks great. Man, that was such a good movie, but that's a remake of one that was done in the 50s. I think it was in the 50s. Early 50s. It was in black and white. The original. What's up, Car? Marshawn, that's the only play. I've got 27 clubs, and I don't know if this is meant for our stream. Oh, okay, the smooch thing. Here's what we're gonna do. This could be, like, you know, like the no F's to give kind of thing. You know, it could be F's, and it wouldn't be, we do it like innocent. F's. Like out of inventory or out of stock. See? Like, I think this would be a really cool one. I think this would be really good. Hey, Strider. Best live on YouTube's. So I think this is what we're going to do for the Valentine's thing. And my birthday is coming up 2 days after Valentine's Day. So I'll also figure out a way to make this, I don't know, maybe we'll do a birthday thing, or it's so many pieces to draw. It's I'm not going to be able to, hold on, what just happened with that thing? Must have hit another button. It's so many different pieces to draw. I don't think we can get all this done. But we'll be doing it for the rest of the month. How you doing, Strider? Welcome in. And welcome everybody. Okay, so we'll get back to this one. Oh, did I accidentally... Oh, that's what happened. Right. That's right. I had to convert that because everything's a WebP now. In fact, I do it on my own sites because it's a lighter file type. Let's save this one and call this a Frawg booth. And let's put you need to have your own thing, but I thought I had a folder just for like monetized stuff, but let's just make a folder. Frawg booth. There. Okay. Good, that one's done. Then we go back to the frog. And try to, because what I want to do is map out my corrections today. There. So I want to remind myself of, like, make notes on the stuff that I want to get done here. But we'll do here. I want to get the hands first, which again, I'm still scattered. Even while I was messing with that other hand thing. No, damn it. Because it's still on this desktop. I get sidetracked. There. See, that's the silhouette that I'm trying to use. And I need to, I'm sorry, I'm just going to take even longer to keep organizing my stuff here. There. Just to drag everything down in that folder so I don't end up doing this again next time. Because I will. Alright, so you go back over here. And that's for the silhouette of these. And then we have the other one for the palm shapes. So first thing is to try and erase some of this muck out of here and make these look more like hands. They're not going to look like frog hands, but that's really what I was struggling with yesterday, was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this. Like, how am I going to work on these hands? Are they going to be... I kept trying to make them, you know, like consistent with being a frog, rather than just making hands. Because frog hands just aren't going to look scary. So cut some of this away and try and get some shapes. And I'll probably resort to drawing some lines later. This is a thing that I really want to work on this year, is like improving my drawing skills. I really am terrible at drawing. It'll make my pieces move a lot faster, I think, too. I kept forgetting yesterday that I can really, if I want to, if the hand is too wide, here I need the lasso, I can just squeeze them down. You scared of frog hands? Well, they don't really use them for anything. Well, I guess they hold on to stuff. Tree frogs do. It's alright, it's not the hands you need to worry about. Okay. I do need to compress these. One of the great things about digital art, which is why I don't want to go back to just purely traditional media, because I have no problem. I mean, I like doing that stuff. I sit here and draw on paper, and I do like oil paintings and stuff too, but I just would much rather work digital all day long. Like, if I have to do art all day, I'd rather be digital. There's no mess. There's no cleanup. Unless you're, you know, getting weird. You know. I don't even know what that means. I say you know like you're supposed to know what that means. I don't know what that means. If you know what that means, you've been doing something freaky. And then we all just found out about it. Well, I guess if you don't say anything, I'm sure it's fine. We won't know what you don't tell us. Are these too small now? It doesn't matter, because I just need to get the shapes right, and then we can make them bigger if necessary. Okay, and then we have this, like the palms. I'll move that over so I can see everything all at once. There, it's a regular monitor. Well, I don't know. It's a smallish monitor, but it's up on its side, so I'm stacking everything inside like a tall, I guess, long ways monitor. Is that what that'd be? Long ways? Tall ways? Alright, so we're gonna have what? Like the finger pads. And these are kind of sideways-ish, so I'm still not really getting the angle that I'm wanting on my for my reference. Something like that. And there's a line here. Right. This looks almost like bones. Like I'm painting the bones in the hand or something. Which would it be better to do, though? To just cover it all and draw on the lines, maybe? We'll do it very sketchily. Speaking of sketching, I ordered some new pencils. I found these very cool lead clutches for like 5.6mm leads. I have been wanting to get a hold of something like that for such a long time. It's just hard to find the leads to refill them with, but the other day I was able to find like an actual good source for them. So I pulled the trigger. They're very chunky. Just imagine, like your normal pencil lead is like what, 2mm wide? Anyway, I was thinking of doing a series, because eventually we will do real YouTube videos. Eventually. I know, everyone's like, yeah, right, Braxton. You say that, but you never do it. I know. Yeah, this hand is really needs to be larger. I know, I say that. I never do it. But I was thinking of doing a series where I work with just regular pencils. Because I don't know, I didn't really want to be a teaching art channel. But that's probably the way to get views on YouTube. People don't just hang out to get entertained on YouTube. It's different. Like on Twitch, people will hang out and watch stuff just for the whole sheer entertainment value. On YouTube, it's like it has to be like beginner learn art videos, or there has to be some reason. People don't just watch live streams for no reason there. It's very weird. It's a very different place. I was hoping to be kind of like a chill Bob Ross kind of stream, but I think we're gonna have to actually give art lessons. So we can do that. I can do that. I mean, I'm capable. Why in the hell did my phone just turn on for no reason?
There are several reasons why your phone might
no, it wasn't. Shut up.
Including heart.
Jesus, the thing just started talking to me. It's like I'm having to sit here and scream at the thing, and it's just like there are several reasons why your phone may have turned on without. Like, shut up! I didn't say your name. What, Mr. Coolish? Tim gets here right as I'm having a meltdown. Wow, Tim. Wow. Anyway, Mr. Coolish, I hope you're doing all right. Welcome in. You heard the phone. Well, it's the speaker on the other side. The phone opened up, but then the Google Home speaker opened up to talk to me. It was opening up to me. This was already too light.
Asked me, what kind of stream would a frog do if it streamed on Twitch or other media platforms? A frog streaming on Twitch, huh? Well, it would probably involve a lot of chilling by the pond, maybe some riveting gameplay in Frogger, or an intense playthrough of...
Did he say riveting gameplay?
Detective! For a creative twist, they could showcase their talents in lily pad hopping competitions or conduct an aquatic jam session by croaking in harmony. Who wouldn't want to tune into that riveting content, right?
He's saying riveting, though, isn't he? It says on the screen, but I can't read it. It's not on my screen, it's on your screen. When in doubt, render it out. Oh, I'm all over the place today. He didn't? Okay. It sounds like he's saying riveting. So, anyway, I don't know. I'm all over the place. It would be a good idea for me to actually do some teaching videos. I just didn't really want to be an art teacher. But that's how it's gonna be, I guess. So I thought it would be a cool idea to start off with the basics. If people want beginner art videos, then how about we start with the very beginnings of just pencil and paper? For people who, don't know if they want to invest in a tablet or not, or just don't want any of that at all, and they'd rather go Luddite. Isn't that what like the anti-tech people are? Or am I getting that mixed up with something else? Hopefully it's not a bad word if I'm getting it mixed up. Okay, see, those are starting to look like hands. I'm so awful at drawing. My stuff will eventually look better if I just render it instead. The problem happens because I'm trying to draw when I should be painting. These hands are still too small, but it's fine. Class in session. Well, originally this was an art channel. Y'all don't know that. You all don't know that. I used a tool called Paint Tool Sci, and wow, okay, there we go. That's off the layer. Yeah. Well, it was called Sci School. SAI. Paint Tool Sci. Like the weapon. I don't know, is it Japanese? Or something? It's one of those, like, Asian weapons. It's the one with, like, the pointy, spiky bits. And it has, like, the curvy handle part. So yeah, it was Sci School. And then it became nothing. And then it became me. No, because I used to then stream on Skype and Discord, and then several other live streaming things, and now here we are on Twitch and YouTube. But I went to gaming. I was a gamer. Oh, we're gonna put a lip on this one. Right. Trying to remember the purpose of me doing all this, while I'm also digressing like an old man. Remembering nostalgic days of yore. Whatever that means. Let's, yes, we want this one. There. Okay. And these hands will have to be enlarged. And, right, mouth. I keep forgetting. Well, but how do we do that, though? Let's do a chicken layer. Okay. So, here, we'll do something. It wouldn't be out here, but we have a lot of correcting to do, kids. Let's grab that. This needs to go. The arms could go out to make room, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. This needs to. If I could find some color that would work over all this. Here's red. There. This part here. This needs to come down. Around his face. Man, I can't get anything to show up. Let's see if we just get some color, anything that I can just see first. There. So this has to be, the jaw has to come down here. Also, it's a warm day. I had the door open. So you might hear like sounds. Police sirens and people screaming, running for their lives. You know, the usual. Should I widen that out? Maybe, yeah, this has to come out further. They're all charging through the open door to get to look at your art. Okay, we'll just use this later. I could also squeeze that down. There, grab some of that face color. This is kind of like how I used to do the streams. I'd start off with like some kind of a purple color and then just would paint right on top of it. The old days. Back when I was young and naive. New to the world. Vulnerable. Like a newborn babe. This needs to be maybe more angular. It doesn't really need to be though, does it? And then let's have the shadow here. Then we'll just use this line as the shadow. We'll just use the color I use for whatever that line is. I don't know what that color is, but it's something. It's good enough. Of course, it doesn't really need, it just needs to be up here. Bunksy Love, welcome in. Or Bun XY, I don't know if I'm getting that right. Probably saying it wrong. Welcome in. I'm painting neck folds on a frog. It's really a giant frog. Okay, nice. Thank you very much. I'm glad I got it right. Thank you for letting me know. And thank you for the compliment. This is part of a thing where I did. If you've ever heard of the movie Jaws, I did a version of that. So this is there. This is my mock-up of when I recreated the Jaws poster, so I decided to do like a frog version. I think that's the right layer. I'm not real confident with these shadows right here. The face is a little bit too rounded, but I also kind of made some mistakes in this part. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to fix that, but at least I've got some mental notes now of what I want this to look like. Maybe if I trim that away a little bit. Darn it. Will I need to drop that down? Probably. Let's just drop it down. Oh, darn it. I don't know if I want this to be more of a pointy bit. Like that. Just more angular. Yeah, this might be better. I'm just gonna lose some of the teeth. We'll just have to re-render some of those. Welcome in, Gamion. Good to see you. Yeah, I think it's better if we put at least some kind of an angle for the jaw to be open at. Like that. Yeah. Also, I need to re-blacken the insides of this mouth. The parts that I cannot see. On the other monitor they show up, which is so weird. Well, it's not black either, it's just this really, really dark purple, and I'm still not sure if I want to go solid black. But that means I'm going to have to repaint all this because I didn't have a separate layer for teeth. Well, weirdly, I cannot see these differences unless it's on another monitor, so there's something weird about this monitor. Mr. Atomic, you want to draw now too? I'm actually, I know I keep making these promises, I'm actually going to start like a little how to draw series. Mostly what I do is I just do this. I just live stream, but YouTube is not really the place for live streaming, even though I'll keep doing it because that's what I prefer to do. But I definitely am gonna have to make some actual videos. I'll have to make real videos. Oh wait, shouldn't do that. There. Okay, there's like a bit of skin or something. Like I want him to have like a lip edge. Not there though. Like something around the teeth. Just like a little bit of pink gum color. Well, I'm still kind of figuring this thing out. We have to do the Valentine's thing tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next Friday when I come back. So I don't know if this is getting finished right then or today. It was definitely not getting finished today. Okay, maybe that's better. Eventually I'll figure out what to do with this. For right now, I'm still stumbling. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I'm just trying to create a separation here because before I didn't have one. And it just went up and over. This part here went up like that. I think that's looking at least a little bit better without having to restructure everything. Frog structure is important. So we will not finish this today, and next Friday we'll have to start on the sketch here for the frog booth, or frog kissing booth for Valentine's. And I'll do some basic, I mean we already did the sketch here, but I'll do a little bit more here at the end of the stream. I want to get a clear idea of what we're doing on this one and the changes I wanted to make before I start working on anything else. I really do think I want this to be all black inside, but that means I have to like completely go and re-blacken everything. But you notice how it's almost impossible to see it. If you all can see the differences. Yeah, see, on my monitor this does not show, but it does show on everything else. Oh, that's right. I have forgotten about holidays like that. Well, you know, when you don't celebrate them, like, I get it. I don't really have anyone to celebrate with, but I still have good memories of Valentine's Day. So I still like the holiday. I really do need to somehow fix this monitor problem. I have to figure out how to calibrate this monitor, maybe. Like, I can see it slightly, but I just do not see it as well as I see it on other monitors. Do you guys see this better? You like calmer holidays? I probably should have done this on a separate layer. Holidays are just, I don't know. I haven't been getting into them lately. Not a lot of reasons to celebrate these days. Maybe my angle, like when I tilt my head, I can kind of see this a little bit better. This will all come out when I'm starting to really render these teeth. But since I'm here doing it, we just keep working on it. Yeah, I completely understand that having time to yourself thing. I have been around the block a lot of times. At this point, I don't really need holidays anymore. I really just want time to myself. I want me time. Okay. There, I have to lean way to the side to get an angle where my monitor will show me that. I think that's better. Yeah. That looks better. I have to remind myself not to do teeth layers on the same layer as the mouth color layer, the cavernous maw layer. Oh, I'll turn that off. Then I can change it when I want. Okay, so those are the basic corrections. How fat is he gonna be? Make his belly much brighter. And how big are the hands gonna be? I was gonna do like fingernail tips on these. Right, but well, maybe that green doesn't work. It's hard to see that green on this blue. It worked for the Jaws shark, but it's there. Man, I really don't want to fix my washing machine today. Anything to just avoid it. There. Okay. I feel like they should be larger. Is it shift? How's that? I don't know. Okay, that's getting to be something a little bit better. This one still manages to look too small, though. Okay. Alright, I don't like them, but they're better than what they were. And they will get fixed later. All this is fine. That's looking better. Which I'll come back in and darken that. And just keep refining in layers, as I often do. And let's see. There, make sure I'm on the right layer. Should that be all like this? Whenever I draw, it's hard for me to stick to the same piece. Yeah, you mean like you mean like just not jump into another piece or stay with the same one for a long time? Like, I often will stop because I get an idea about something else. I get kind of scattered. So I know all about that. Put like a little tooth back there. It's both. Yeah, I completely get that. There, make that sort of like some... There. The thing is, like, if I stop, I may not come back to it. Streaming actually helps me a lot. It gives me some accountability. Because I'm telling people I'm going to finish it, I need to come back and finish it. Otherwise, you know, ADHD will kick in and I'll put it off and... I want to make sure I don't over-render this, although I'm probably going to over-render this. Once I start to zoom in, I'll make it look weirdly detailed while everything else suffers for it. You know, that really, I think it's a good idea. Honestly. I really do think that's a good idea. You should do that. Oh, this wouldn't be here. This shadow would be back here. I hear a plane outside. Yeah, streaming on Twitch or on YouTube or something. I think it's a really great, great way of making yourself accountable. If you have problems sticking with stuff, it's, you know, although again you're on your own schedule, you still have to kind of marshal yourself together and get that, you know, make yourself actually do it. But if you have some kind of a schedule and you can make yourself stick to the schedule, it's a really good way of making yourself finish stuff. Whoops. Here, just back up there. Actually, we're not doing teeth rendering today, but I got stuck on these. My brain was switching channels on me. Let's see, what do I do not like about streaming? Well, the fact that, you know, I kind of have to put myself out there, and when I make mistakes, it's in front of people. When I'm having to learn new stuff, it's in front of people. When I'm having meltdowns, it's in front of people. Like, that would be the one thing that is the most difficult. As all your human flaws are just there in front of people. Unless you're really good at masking it. I'm not. So, I am not good at masking those things, so yeah, I am prone to meltdown on occasion. And it, you know, when I was gaming, I was doing gaming streams for a while, and that's difficult because you have to learn a brand new game every single time you start a new one. So you're learning in front of people. The game kicks you in the teeth. You get punished in front of people, and so on. But I did get used to it. So, in fact, nowadays I don't even think I could. Yeah, I'm having a hard time even playing games off stream now since I don't stream games. I decided to stream art. So I try to stream or try to play a game, and I'm like, how do I do this without people watching me? What am I supposed to do? Am I really going to render all these teeth today? I don't know. This is usually the fun part. I want to save this for later. Okay, we'll stop rendering teeth. Let's see. Basically today I was just mapping out what I want to do, what the changes I want to make for this. And I think I'm pretty much there. Why do I only have 2 sections for the pinky on that side? I need my other other hand thing. There. These are the hands I'm using to render the palms with. Just in case anyone was wondering, this is what I was looking for. I have like a whole stack of these on the other monitor. Yeah, for some reason I put here. Darn it. Wrong button. There. These little sections in here. It'll start looking better, I think, once I get some rendering in here. I'll start to feel a little bit better about what I'm doing. Okay. I think that's okay. There, that was looking wonky. Alright, so I'll remember to render those. That's going to be a separate day. I don't know how I'm going to do these arms, because now his forearms are different. His arms have taken on a more human look to them. He's become a bit more anthro. And put a little bit of shadow back there. I don't really know how detailed I want his coloring to be. Feeling like this might be a little bit too simple, but then again, there's not much else we can do. I mean, I can do like patterning and stuff, but there. Start using the airbrush to smooth a little bit of this out. Maybe I'll get, I'll find some reference for muscles here. I don't want it to be real muscly. He's still a frog. They are not muscly. Although there is a species of frog that does this like sumo wrestling thing. When they fight for mates, they literally do fight. It's crazy. And so they have like a built up upper body, those particular frogs. So if I do like, since it's underwater, the color should be more saturated, maybe. You mean like deeper, darker? Yeah. Well, I'm trying to build him up, but I'm sort of not getting as dark as I probably should. You know, like the face color is good. I think I like this sort of a brownish, dirty green. But as I work, I'm starting to build up layers. Sort of like I would if I was painting with real paint. Although my colors do tend to be sort of washed out. I often don't go as dark as I should. That's something I really do need to work on. I'm just smudging some stuff around to see if that's what I want to do. Also, what software do you use? I'm curious. Or do you use traditional paint and draw with traditional media? I'm myself an oil painter. Krita, nice. Krita did not work well for me on my machine. So it's awesome that you found something that will work for you, that's accessible like that. More digital, okay. There's a lot of advantages to digital, but there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do with traditional media too. You get more like tactile, I don't know, it's more satisfying in some ways. That's why I still draw in my sketchbooks and stuff. There's something I get from like using physical mediums that I don't get from digital. Also, I don't really understand what I'm doing here. This was supposed to be like shading, but then it's turned out to be his actual skin color. It'd probably be around like that. We're definitely gonna have to work on this for a while. See, I used to draw on my phone, and I tried different stuff. Once I got a PC, it was like a whole new world, but the panels were confusing at first. I thought it was like some sort of... Oh, right. I get what you mean. Okay, we'll have to do more of that. He's still going to be really... he's still really washed out. Their skin color usually is a bit more blonde. If I have like another frog here, I always have frogs on the desktop. You can see that his skin is much lighter underneath. So it can't go too much darker, but I want to have hints of this dark sort of brown color. I always go too bright on that stuff. So I'm not really sure how I want to deal with this, because it feels too plain, like I should be doing more with him. I should introduce some brown or something into here. A brownish green. Instead. And maybe we can I don't know, I feel like that's too dark. So, well, we'll have to do that on a chicken layer, I think. Okay, I think I need to, this week I'm going to spend more time working out how to render this. It's going to be a process. So we'll come in here and do the darks. Man, this might be something I have to do off stream. No, we'll do it all on stream. It's just a lot of fiddly detail. Something darker though. Man, these hands look awful. I wish there was a magic wand for making myself look better. Every time I get stuck on something, it'd be great if there was like a help button. Like, help, I don't know what I'm doing. Make that a little bit darker. Well, the problem is the light is not going to be over there. It's going to be over here. What is going on outside? That's a bird. Which way does that go? Yeah, no. Still hating it. What do I do to fix this? I love their web feed. The ones with the serious webs are on the back feed, and it doesn't even show in this one. Of course, there wasn't really enough room, right? Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Like on, like this one. I really wish that, oh, there's an earlier version of this. Yeah. All the action is down here. They don't even use their front legs when they're swimming. Oh, I got it. Yeah, there is a bit of a delay. Really, it just, these lines seem... Maybe we should just draw them in. That's what I should do. I'm just sort of avoiding it. I should probably just... There. I cannot make these look better. I'm going to start having a meltdown soon. Also, what is that sound outside? Oh, it's a... Okay. There is a squirrel attacking my house right now. I just looked out there. It's like, what is that noise? It's a squirrel attacking my home. You'd rather... Well, see, I really like watching other people work. I love watching other people draw. So I kind of get that. Of course, then it makes me want to draw. If we're looking up at the hands, maybe it will be like this. Yuck, I don't even like looking at that hand. I don't know. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like... I think my brain has just done about all it can for today. We need like another strategy for making these hands, I think. I could just do them all one solid color, but that doesn't work for me. The thing is that they do look fine for hands, but they don't look fine for frog hands. I don't necessarily want to render all this and then redo it later. I could just do another chicken layer, even though I keep talking about it, but I don't actually do it. I just come back to basics and just cover it all up and start over. Because they look too weird, they're too messed up, they're too far gone. Well, I'm gonna have to keep struggling with these layers, so let's just put it all on this one there. Because I'm gonna have to keep going back and forth erasing from one layer to the next, so just cover it all up on one layer. So we just start from the beginning. Mr. Player, I rely on Pinterest too much. Oh, when you're stuck. The thing about drawing nonsensical things is that there's never a good reference for the crazy stuff that you create. And I draw a lot of nonsense. Although it means something to me, it's still nonsensical to the average person. So I'm drawing a lot of crazy stuff that doesn't exist. It's hard to find stuff that fits. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to clean all this up. And even use the hard eraser. Alright, looks like he doesn't have hands. You know what? That's one issue right here. Of course, it's not the absence of a fifth finger. It's this. There we go. I think Braxton just figured out what Braxton did wrong. He's stubborn sometimes. I think that was the problem the whole time. You see, the thumbs are in the wrong spot. Well, the thumbs need to be further down. Right, yeah. I think that's why they look so insane. I mean, it's not the only reason, but it's the big reason, though. So when we do that, they suddenly look more handy. So that's the issue. Of course, I want him to only have 3. 3 fingers and a thumb. So that's all fine. Yeah, I think this is the main issue. Okay, we're closing in on the ending of the stream here. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm coming back on Friday or on Saturday. I always stream on weekends. And uh-oh. Don't crash on me. Thank you. Okay. So what's gonna happen is I will be back on next Saturday, and we're gonna work on, because this has to be on pause. We're gonna work on the kissing booth idea, or frog booth. You know. See, smooching booth, one bug. That's my sketch. So we'll start on that one, and that'll be our Valentine's. Yeah, it would be bad if that whole thing had crashed without a save. Yeah, it would be very bad. So we're gonna work on this. This will be our Valentine's piece, and my birthday is. Why is this open? Why'd that open itself? Okay, weird. My birthday is 2 days after Valentine's Day, so I don't know if I'm gonna do a piece for my birthday or just gonna do a Valentine's thing. So we're probably just gonna do the Valentine's thing, and also, as for anyone new, I am really quite old, as young as I sound. It's gonna be a big birthday. I am quite old. Don't believe his lies. I am not 16. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be turning 52. You're 16. Well, hope that doesn't scare you away. Younger viewers don't usually stick around. Although we try to stay family friendly. This is definitely not an 18 plus stream. It is. I really am. I just happen to sound really young. But I'm an old guy. Okay. This goes on hold. This starts this weekend. And oh, and then the next thing, because what we've been doing these well, we started with the Jaws movie poster, which I still love this poster. That shark just really came out really well. I wish I could put that on a t-shirt and sell it. But we can't do that. It's someone else's IP. So we've been doing movie posters, and I do the original version, like that one. And then we do a Frawg version. And the next one, after we finish the Valentine's piece, and after I finalize this one, we'll do War Games. That was suggested. War Games. And here we have a thing. I was getting some... Who was it that suggested that? Was Homotilicious? Maybe. Sorry if it was somebody else and I'm giving credit to the wrong person. Eventually I forget who gives me these suggestions, so the fame only lasts for a few seconds. War Games. Movie poster. There we go. So we have these references I was downloading the other day. This one, which I really, really like. Of course, that one's a WebP. So I don't want to have to convert that format right now. And then we have this one. So I'm not sure which one we're going to do, but I'm going to recreate one of these, and then we'll do like a Frawg version of it later. I like this one a ton, but this one is probably more the one that everyone saw in the movies. So I also like the idea of doing all the broken glass. I think that'll look cool rendering that. And this we'd have to do like 2 frogs, because I guess this is that his girlfriend? I can't remember if he had, yeah. It was his girlfriend. He was impressing her with this stuff, and then he started a war. So I'm feeling like this one is gonna do it. I think we're gonna do the one on the left. But man, I really want to do this one. But it's too clean, the lines are too clean, I would have to do a lot of vectoring, and this one, the one on the left, I can just do that as a painting like I normally would. So I think that'll be it, and then we'll do the frog, kind of the back of the frogs, you know, maybe a girl frog here. I don't know how to, I guess we put hair on her. The last time I put hair on a girl frog, it didn't work out. The Mona Lisa, the frog Mona Lisa, did not work out well. Just saying. So we can always make a second try. Okay, thank you everyone. We've also made new friends, Bunksy Love. It's awesome to meet you. And if you do stream, let me know. Let me know. Because I like watching other people work. Okay. Here's our outro. Okay. Everyone, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, and I may be back. Goodbye.